Hey you guys. So I watched all the Transformers. Well, quickly watched all of them on YouTube, just like the plus 10 seconds. Some the whole entire video. But I wanted to go through a list. I have it up right here to where you guys can't see, and to go through which Transformers we seen first. So I didn't do the Bumblebee movie or Rise of the Beast, but I still show the figures. This is a collection video. Obviously, we seen Blackout first, but I don't have Blackout. Second, we seen in the first Transformers film was the 1977 Camaro. This figure's alright for remold. Okay. I have customized this a whole bunch. You guys can kind of see on the head, on the legs right here, and the arms, and the wheel parts right here. I will be transforming this, and I'm not going to do any comparisons yet, just because this is the first figure. But like on the second one, I'll probably do a comparison on vehicle form, just because I'm going to keep them in vehicle form. But yeah. I did get this from my uncle in his trailer, and it was my cousin's, and I was just like, can I have this? Because this is the first studio series. Yeah, man, I don't care. I haven't played with those in years. I'm like, alright. So when I got it, I was like super excited, but I didn't care if it was missing pieces. I was like, because I love studio series. I will admit there's some mumbo jumbo bad ones. But there's also some great ones, like later in this video. So transformation. Pretty sure all of you know, but for those of you that don't, you want to put in his hands. You would do the same on the other side. You want to put these out enough to where this piece can fit into them, but also you want to deattach that and put that down. And then this part always was tricky for me. Oh my god. Oh wait. And you want to put down the arms under the vehicle. See, there we go. Wait. Almost. There we go. And I don't believe you twist it. Twist the waist. No. Okay. And then you want to make sure to close those. Put the arms like this. You would do it on the other side, but I don't have that arm. For the legs here, I'm not gonna say it. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace for Transformers, and I seen KSI Sentry. I might have bought it. Yeah, I did. And I might, because I'm trying to get Stinger, because for those of you who don't know, I have Galvatron. The flip. And it's just a lonely Decepticon. Oh, Decepticon, I guess. And no, Lockdown is not a Decepticon. Oh, there we go. It did not have the hood on the roof, but I was still okay with it. Can't roll the best, but yeah. Now, according to here, it says we seen Barricade next, but I don't have the 2007 Barricade or the Studio Series. After that, we seen, no, not that Bumblebee. We seen this Bumblebee. Vehicle form first. So much better than this Studio Series, to be honest. And from what I know, I believe this is Bumblebee Studio Series 49. Do I have the box? Yeah, I do. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got the box. Really good box art. Speaking about box art, let me get the display stand. Don't ask why I keep these. Put them like this. Or like that. It's pretty cool. Got the instructions and stuff. I don't know why I keep it. I love how the boxes look. I'm not the biggest fan on the newer boxes, but they're okay. I don't like how they got rid of the display stand on the newer Studio Series. But yeah, I'll be right back. I'm taking too long on this. Let's get down to transformation. Take off the weapon. Idiot. I did just one small customization. These pieces right here. I'll be right back with, once I get it transformed. Okay, guys, got him transformed. You plug his weapon down here, if I can. There we go. Pretty cool. For the comparison with 01 Studio Series, I do like this more. So next would be Ratchet, then Jazz, then Ironhide, then Optimus Prime, which I do have. Where are you? I'll be right back, you guys. Which I have the 07 Prime, which is missing an arm, which I did recently get super glue. It might be a bad idea, but this just looks weird. I don't mind it being a leader class. I actually really like the feet, how they transform. And these do still work, so I'll get some batteries. Okay, got some batteries. Yeah. But otherwise, it's pretty cool. I use batteries for other things, so I don't really have them in my Optimus Prime. Let me get it transformed, and then I'll do some comparisons with the Bumblebees. Okay, I got it transformed. Doesn't look the best because of the arm missing and part of the back of the truck. Here's a little comparison with the last figure. Obviously way bigger, because this is a deluxe, this is a leader class. So next would be Megatron, and then Starscream, then Brawl, and then Bone Crusher. And if I'm not wrong, that's it for the first movie. So now we're on to Revenge of the Fallen, which the first figure is the Fallen. And some of these on here, like later in the movie, when the Constructicons came up, it was a little confusing. I accidentally forgot one, but I put it on the side. But here is the Fallen. His staff is right here, but the other part of it is somewhere else. I don't know where it is. So, this is okay. This is alright. From the videos I've seen, it's a big upgrade from the previous The Fallen figure. Looks good. I don't like his jet mode or Cybertronian mode or whatever. But I'll transform it and I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to change things up. For a couple of these, I'll be doing a comparison with the next figure that's going to be coming up. So that from the ones I have, it goes the Fallen, the Ice Cream Twins, Sideswipe, RC Triplets, Ironhide, Demolisher, and then Sideways, which I have Sideways, obviously. So here's a little comparison. Now I'll transform it. Okay, so here it is. Blah. I don't really like it. Here's a comparison with the last figure. Actually rolls very well for 2007. But yeah. So now with Sideways, really good figure. Really good. Gun is a little big though, so it kind of topples over. Use it as a cane. Oh my god. There we go. Let's see. So after Sideways, it would be Optimus Prime, but I don't have a Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. So we're gonna do the next one, which would be the Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee, which... Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Which is a custom I did of a Dark of the Moon release, but... Here's a little comparison. I did have a Studio Series Bumblebee of Revenge of the Fallen, but I lost it when I was living with my mom way years back. So, to transform it, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I got him transformed. Rolls very well. Here's a comparison with the last figure. So there's that. Now on to Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee. And to do a quick comparison, let me get someone. Funny enough, this is the next one I have, and it does come after B. And I do have the figure at one of them that comes after we see this guy, which you guys will know what I'm talking about in a second. So let's get this guy transformed. Okay, got it transformed. For last character, now we've never seen these two next to each other, but still pretty cool. Now it is this guy's turn. Now for the next character is Skids. That would be the twins, but I don't have Mudflap, unfortunately. Obviously way smaller deluxe class. It does stand, even though it has a leg that is missing, or a foot. Let me get this transformed. Here it is. Satellite mode. You can have them up, dangling from the air if you want. I don't know. Here it is. Comparison with Vast figure. I don't really like this, just because it's kind of not accurate. If these were bigger, it would be a little bit more accurate. So for this dude, his next person would be Ratchet, then Rampage, I guess, Mixmaster, Long Haul, then Scrap Metal, which I do have Scrap Metal. Where are you? I'll get this guy transformed. Okay, so I got him transformed. Here's how he looks. And that's wrong. Whatever. Now on to Scrap Metal. So, funny enough, the next figure that I have is another Constructicon that forms Devastator. I do have this piece still for Mixmaster if I ever get him. Can this guy even stand? There we go. Now, after this guy, it would be Megatron when they're stabbing the shard or whatever. Allspark piece into his chest. Then Starscream, then Grindor. And then Jetfire, and this is where I got a little confused. Scavenger, then Overload, which is the one I have. So let me put this to the side. Let's get this guy transformed, and then do a comparison with the skids. By the way, say one more thing. I did customize this dude, and this is a knockoff. So I got him transformed. It was nice and quick. Just because I don't know if I did it right. Whatever. I can't really roll right. Same with this. Mine doesn't like to tab in, so it just is like that. Both of these are customs, by the way, because this was not the official release. It was like one that had the, I forgot what it was called, but whatever. Now on to Overload. This is a big dude. And the next guy I have, after we see him, it goes Hightower, then Devastator. And all of his other people. I don't know if I didn't get all of them, but I just said Devastator, just shorten it. And then Jolt, which I have Jolt somewhere. I'll be right back, you guys. Leader class, deluxe class, very broken. And I don't know where I found this. But luckily it can still stand. Let's get this guy transformed. I'll be right back. Okay, got him transformed. Big boy. And here it is with scrap metal. This is the official Studio Series, unlike this one. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now it's time for Jolt, and after Jolt is, I believe there's no more Transformers, besides like the protoforms and stuff. So now it is Dark of the Moon time, which I have a lot. But here is the next figure. Real kind of stands tall. So to transform this is pretty much just simple, because all of it is missing. I'm not going to do a comparison because I already put it over there. And I'll be right back. So now it's this guy. To compare it with is really next is Bumblebee. And the wings, or his doors, are broken. I might do something about that. But it's whatever. These look really cool next to each other. I really wish I had the SS32. This was a KO knockoff. It had a changeable chest piece with a SS32 chest plate, but my ex lost that. Bitch. Same with all of his weapons. let me get this guy transformed, and I'll be right back. Got it transformed. Since I already put Jolt over there, right, I'm just going to do it the original. Obviously, this is way better. This is a custom because it was the Fireburst Optimus Prime. But yeah. So I'll be right back. Bumblebee. So looks like the next character is Q. Very great figure. Way accurate. If I can get this guy to stand. There we go. Look, these two look great together. Same with these two. But yeah. I'll be right back once it gets transformed, and I will attach the window pieces. Okay, got them transformed. And here they are. It looks very good together. Doom, 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 doom. Oh no. Alright, so let me get out the next character, which is Q/Wheeljack. The next person we see after him is none other than Shockwave. I guess. Because we've seen his vehicle form first, before Shockwave. Optimus. I did add a metallic paint. I'll get that in a second. I'm staring down at you. I don't know. It's this. It says at, and it was a metallic purple paint. I was like, shoot, why not? Because the purple on this is not accurate. But we're not to him yet. Let me get this guy transformed, and I'll be right back. One thing I forgot to say about the Dark of the Moon B is I do have the original, but it's missing a whole bunch. So here it is. And for some reason this fell off. Whatever. Okay. But here it is alongside with Dark of the Moon B. So then before. Now onto Shockwave. Okay, so this one is a little weird because I believe one of the shoulders popped off. Or something. Yeah. So the one on this side can't move. So that's unfortunate. That or it's really tight. Yeah, I don't want to break it. Because that super glue takes a little while to dry. But so unfortunately, this guy just stays in robot mode. That's actually kind of scary. So the next one after him is Laserbeak. I don't know where the bottom part went. But after him is Soundwave, which this Soundwave is so much better than Revenge of the Fallen. so much better. You got sound wave and shock wave. And then laser beak. But it's actually really cool. But I'll get him transformed and I'll be right back. My apologies, y'all. I missed someone. So after Shockwave, it would have been Ironhide. But it's broken. And it's already in its vehicle mode, so sorry about that, you guys. Anyways, I got him transformed, and I guess before and after, with this, like that, whatever. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so now it is little laser beak. I'll be right back. I think his weapon is on my windowsill. So here's a little close-up. I did some customizations, like the feet and the head and the arms. A little bit in robot mode, vehicle mode too. The next character would be Crowbar, in which Crowbar is kind of a special one in my collection. The reason is, it is my oldest figure. Like, the one I've had the longest. All the way since 2018, when this guy originally came out. I think it was 2018. I'll be right back. I'm going to transform this dude very inaccurately. So here he is. And actually put Soundwave over here. And I'll be right back. Okay, now for Crowbar. And funny enough, the next characters we've seen were the other two, which are Hatchet and I forgot the other guy's name. But I don't have the other guy. I do have Hatchet though. Here's his tail. And my dumbass accidentally got this pulled off. So now, not only do they transform into the same thing, both of them are missing a arm thing. And it's funny. But let me get this transformed, and I'll be right back. Luckily, I just found the other arm, and now I can super glue his arm on. But I won't be able to twist it, which kind of sucks. But so it's just kind of like a G1 thing now. Goes. I don't know. Okay, guys. So I found the part that's broken off, and I lost the back parts to this. So this is how it looks. Here is the comparison with Laserbeak, and I'll be right back. Okay, now it is time for, why is it like that? Hatchet. And the next one after Hatchet is Topspin, which I believe you're over here, right? Yep. Which is missing a leg, which I also got from my uncle. So this is how they pair up. That looks so wrong. I'm sorry, you guys. So let me transform this guy, and I'll be right back. So here it is. I'm trying to hold this on because it is not going in place. Whatever. But here it is alongside with Crowbar. You can tell which one is which, because this one is a complete black and this one doesn't, obviously. So I'll bear it back. So here's Topspin with his one leg. And here's Barricade, which is next, with his one arm, which is very funny. And then after him is Age of Extinction. So let me get him transformed up, and then, yeah. Sorry, I hesitated for a second. This is a custom. This one was all gray and stuff. So here's Topspin. And then here is Hatchet. Studio Series. Huh. Hop right back. Okay, so here is Barricade. And then next is Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Which is pretty nice. So let me transform this guy. Now I'll compare it with Topspin. Well, I broke it again. So I have to super glue these on again. Here's it compared. I'll be right back. So here's Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. This gun is not his. I don't know whose gun it is. It just works with him. Here's Lockdown. So let me get this guy transformed. I'll be right back. So since that's broken, I'm just going to do a 86 comparison. But I do like this custom I did. So yeah. So after Lockdown, we would see Ratchet, but I don't have a Age of Extinction Ratchet. But I do have the next figure, which would be the Night Prime, which looks epic. Need to fix my bed. We'd see this in vehicle form. Not robot yet, but still pretty cool. I might paint his head a little darker. I did paint everything else pretty much dark. But I'll transform this guy. So here he is. It didn't come with any of his weapons on eBay. But it's whatever. It did for some reason have a Decepticon logo. I painted the whole entire thing black, but the paint is scratching off. Here he is compared to Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. You have him chasing Optimus Prime. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, I'll be right back. So now we have here Night Prime, and I do have his little sword. I painted it orange. I don't know what. It's acrylic paint. But yeah, let me get him transformed, and I'll be right back. This is a sick figure. I did forget to show this. with the Night Prime. I'm in the middle of transforming it. But I do have this. So I'll be right back. So here is Optimus Prime, fully equipped with his accessories. And here is Lockdown. Have him chasing him again. Prime! I really like this and this, even if it's not Studio Series. But yeah, I'll be right back. So here we have AOE Drift, vehicle form, or vehicle. He transforms into a vehicle, and then next we seen, well, we kind of seen all of them, but I went in the order of the vehicles. Drift was in front, then it was B, and then Crosshairs, and then we seen Hound. But here we have them. I did do some customizations. You can see I did have the Studio Series, one that transformed into a helicopter, but I lost it. A lot of the ones that I was living with my mom that I had, I lost, but not Crowbar apparently. But let me get this guy transformed. I really like his vehicle mode and his storage for his vehicle, for his sword, I meant. So here he is in his Bugatti, and this spoiler is inaccurate. I did paint the wheels. I really like how the color they are. Here he is with Night Prime. They look sick together. And at the end of the video, I will show all the Transformers over here. Oh, that felt good. I really like his storage, because it can still roll. But yeah, I'll be right back. So here's a High Octane B with Crosshairs, which is next. Oh no, I got the hiccup. I hate this. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let me get High Octane B transformed. It is missing a head and a wheel and some of the doors. Well, both the doors. Why did I say some? That's weird. But I'll get it transformed. So here he is, and I did customize the front of the vehicle. And here he is with Drift. Looks pretty cool. I really like how I did this. I might redo it just because it's a little wobbly, if you guys know what I mean. But yeah, here is Drift. I'm not Drift. Crosshairs. I was looking at Drift when I said that. And here he is with Hound. Now, this is the 2014 Hound, because there isn't a Studio Series yet. God knows who knows why. But this is the last night release, but I'll pull that back up once we get to the last night. I'll bring this back up. Pretty cool. I like how I got all the Autobots from Age of Extinction. Let me get this guy transformed and I'll be right back. Got him transformed. He is missing his spoiler. Here he is with High Octane B. pretty cool. So now onto the Hound. And after Hound is Galvatron. When we see him in KSI Solutions, when he's like not fully built yet, but it's still rendering parts. I still count it because we still seen Galvatron. But anyways, it's not about Galvatron. This didn't come with any of his weapons and missing a hand, which I'm fine with. I did customize it a bit. Just added some like camo. You can kind of see it on the back here and on the legs. Let me get him transformed, and I'll be right back. Yeah. So here is Hound. I like his alt mode. Here is next to Crosshairs. Just to get a little Autobot party going. I'll be right back. Here is all the Autobots. We got Hound, Crosshairs, Bumblebee, Drift, and Optimus Prime. It's pretty cool. Galvatron. Only have partial of the next character. We would see Stinger next, but I don't have Stinger. Yeah. Anyways, I might repaint the KSI Sentry because I've never had a Stinger, and I need it to compare to go with my Galvatron. But we would see Bumblebee scan his new alt mode. Let me get this guy transformed. I lost his weapon. I'll be right back. So here Galvatron is, and here is Hound. Here them roll the best. I just consider mine doesn't like to work, but it's whatever. I'll be back. So here is the newbie. I made this from TLK, so the Last Night Bumblebee. One that wasn't accurate to the movie, just because it was a literally mold of this. So I just painted it like that. And funny enough, the character we see after Bumblebee is Grimlock. This big boy. So let me transform this guy. It's really very simple. Here he is with Galvatron. Yeah, I'll be right back. So next we would see Scorn, which I don't have Scorn. And then we would see Strafe in the background. And then we would see Slug. I don't have Slug. But this is sick. It's really cool. So that's the next character. Let me get not Galvatron. What the hell? Grimlock transformed. And I just noticed that his crotch piece is somewhere. Here it is. So here Galvatron. Grimlock is looking at Galvatron. And here is Galvatron. Grimlock, Galvatron. My god. Obviously, this is a leader class. This is a Voyager. dope freaking leader class. Especially for the first wave of Studio Series. Like, holy moly. But I got this as a buzzworthy one. But it's still pretty cool. Yeah. I'll be right back. So, one thing I forgot to mention is I do have the original Grimlock, which is a Voyager. Garbage compared to this. And broken. So now we're on to Strafe, which then we would see Slug, and then that's it. We would see KSI bots, Two Head, but from what I know, they're not really important. These guys are, but whatever. And that's it for Age of Extinction. Then we would see the last night, which first we would see a Red Guardian Knight, a Dragonstorm, Optimus Prime, which is just the same as the Knight Prime, I guess. And then a Bolibot, which is like kind of like Topspin. And then another Knight, Canopy, and then Bumblebee. But let me get this guy transformed, and then I'm going to do a comparison with the Grimlock. Hey, I actually got it right this time. Shockingly, this is actually standing. Here he is with Grimlock, his leader. No! Yes. This is actually pretty dope. But yeah, there's Grimlock and Strafe. I'll be right back. From what it says here, we would see Bumblebee, and then the next transformer we would see would be Barricade. Obviously, this is an upscale. You guys can see I customized the fuck out of this thing. Excuse my language. But holy moly. Let me transform this guy, and then I'll compare him with Strafe. So here's B with Strafe. Quite a wingspan. I'll be right back. So here's Barricade now. And after Barricade, we would see Megatron. Which, this is a dope figure, by the way. Let me get this transformed, and I'll compare with Bumblebee. Here he is with Bumblebee. Obviously bigger because it was an upscaled version, which I didn't know. But you guys can see I customized the fuck out of this thing. And it looks cool. So I'll be right back. Next I'm going to do Megatron. So here we have Megatron. Next would be Crosshairs, but since we already did Crosshairs, I'm going to do the next character, which is Drift. Both of these, well, this is a KO, but both of these are from the Last Night movie, which is pretty cool. Neither of these are Studio Series, but there's not really a remold. It's the Studio Series version, I guess. Even though it's just, the Studio Series version is just this, but I customized mine. But yeah, let me get this transformed. So when I was transforming him, this literally like popped off. Luckily I just compressed it. But here he is in his second in command. I'll be right back. So since this is my last... Well, no. Actually, never mind. Here it is. Next, on my thing, it wasn't checked for some reason. Because all the ones I have on here, on the paper are checked. For some reason, Hot Rod wasn't. But I do have Hot Rod, and I'll be doing him next. Let me get this guy transformed. So here he is, and here is Megatron. I gotta put this guy over here. So here is Hot Rod, and since I don't have any more BAYVERSE characters, I'm going to do one from the Bumblebee movie. Excuse me. That being Ironhide. And I will do the Rise of the Beast and the Bumblebee movie in another video. But let me get this guy transformed. And then, yeah. And here it is. And here's Drift. So that's it. So I'll be right back. And here is the collection of the BAYVERSE. Bumblebees, Optimus Prime, the Fallen. Yeah, that's still the Fallen. Sideways, Bumblebee. My eyes hurt. Soundwave, Skids. What's his name again? Whatever. Scrap Metal. Whatever. Jolt. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the long video. And look at this fork. I bought it for like a couple dollars. But whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.